afternoon. Jeff Burton and Dale Jarrett will bring the 29-car field to the green flag, the first of two 150-mile qualifying races here at Daytona as we get set to line up the field for the Daytona 500.
Jeff Burton's teammate Clint Bory in the 07 giving a great push to Dale Jarrett.
Kurt Busch drops down to the bottom behind Elliott Sadler in that 38 car.
And that's what everyone has been saying. We see a car off the pace. That looks like Hermie Sadler, the 00.
Hermie Sadler is guaranteed a spot in the Daytona 500 by his qualifying time.
So he would just drop into the back.
Like he said in the interview, his plan was just to take care of that car during the race. And that's how you take care of it, is get out of the pack.
And you could see a lot of that in these two races today because of the new format, the new qualifying format that they put into place here a year ago.
And Matt, the 88 of Dale Jarrett got sort of left behind as one line moved faster than another earlier on. But just recently, he radioed in that he really lost the nose on his car and lost a lot of positions from the 88 car. But then again, that's typical DJ here at Daytona. He sort of likes to ride in the back, especially when he's got a guaranteed starting spot at the 500.
Tony Stewart, 20 car, in the lead, goes by Burton. Here comes Kurt Busch underneath Jeff Burton, and Kurt's in the 2 car.
Alan?
Not much on Tony Stewart's radio in the opening laps of this race, Bill, but then again, that's not unusual. Tony usually says very little. What he said after the race last Sunday has made enough headlines throughout the week. I talked to Tony before the race. He said, I have no idea how it's going to unfold. We'll just have to wait and see.
Well, as they run right now, Paul Menard and Derek Cope would be in the starting field for the Daytona 500. They're the highest running cars, not in the top 35 in points, not guaranteed a spot on their time.
It's that bright yellow car, number 15, and I think Cope is right behind him.
And I think Skinner is right on the inside of him in a 23 car. And like you talked about earlier, these guys know where each other are running. They don't care about where everybody else is in this race. Skinner knows exactly where Paul Menard is and vice versa. They're side by side on the racetrack right now, and they're fighting for every inch.
27 laps are complete, and for Paul Menard, the dream of racing in the Daytona 500 has come to an end. Right front tire gone.
Yeah, he talked about he felt he lost the handle of the car. He thought he may had a tire going down. Well, the right front exploded.
And he did make contact with the outside retaining wall, so it's a lot more than a front tire there. We see Paul Menard going to the ambulance to go over to the care center to tell him he's okay.
Now, bump drafting is a topic of conversation here at Daytona. That's on the straightaway. That's okay, right?
That's fair.
Yep.
Pace car or not.
Tony Stewart having some fun with the pace car.
Brett Bodine, the pace car driver.
That will tear up the tires.
Now, here's a rookie mistake. Denny Hamlin won the shootout on Sunday, but missed his pit here this afternoon.
See, that's something that he should have done before the race started. Found out where his pit was, because he didn't even come close to stopping in his pit.
And the pits are only half taken. Yeah. This is about the easiest pit stop you're going to make all weekend.
Halfway through the first qualifying race. Right now, Mike Skinner and Bill Elliott would claim the 2 qualifying positions.
Green flag, green flag.
We watch the field get up to speed and check with Marty.
And Paul Menard has just come from the infield care center. I can't imagine the emotions knowing you're going to miss the Daytona 500.
Yeah, it's too bad. You know, the car was awesome there for a long time, and started getting really tight, really tight, and we finally just lost the draft. I don't know if we had a slow leak. I think it just tightened, wound up blowing the right front tire, going through a trial. Well, that's the way it goes. It's too bad, but we got a hell of a race car in our Busch car, so we'll get the Pittsburgh Paints Menards Chevy up there.
Said he knew a tire was going down, but there wasn't much he could do about it.
Especially in this situation.
Yeah, you can't come in. I mean, you can come in and change it, but you've lost the pack. You're going to go a lap down, and then you're out there just riding. So you sometimes got to roll the dice, and that's what they did.
Tony Stewart out of line.
Wow, look at
Busch.
Kurt Busch. He's going somewhere.
Alan?
Tony Stewart just called in. He's got a big vibration when he turns the wheel on the car. They're getting the pit crew up on the wall. They may be bringing him in to replace a tire. How many times do we see a pit stop and a wheel left loose? And this is the result.
And he gets a break because there is some rain on the backstretch. NASCAR has thrown the caution flag.
Field is frozen. 18 scoring loops around this 2.5-mile track. When the caution comes out, the field positions are frozen. Matt, another break for the 21.
Bill Ken Schrader came on the radio after half a lap and said, boy, we have a heck of a vibration. Came right after the pit stop. Good break for those guys in case they do indeed need to pit to check and see if they have loose lugs. Schrader hasn't said anything else since he made that initial comment, though.
On the 20 car, Jeff Chandler, this is his first time back. He used to change tires. He's taken some time off. But our Joe Hussey, the normal front tire changer, had an operation or something, so he's going to be out for a couple of months. Jeff took over, so Jeff, you got to get him tight. I'm assuming that's what's wrong.
I was going to say, you just threw him under the bus.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what's wrong.
Alan?
Yeah, before you roll that bus backwards in reverse there, BP, Tony just called and said he thinks it might be the rear tire that's loose from the feel of it. So I think we'll all just wait and see when the car comes in and see what it actually is.
Let me take that shoe out of your mouth, BP.
You want to throw the rear tire changer under the bus, BP?
No.
No comment.
No.
BP shut down.
Nope. No comment.
TNT Sports is live at the Daytona International Speedway, where the engines have been refired. Momentarily, these cars will be rolling out onto the racetrack.
And no, these guys don't have a question. They're just
May I speak?
indicating that everybody is fired up. Their car is started and ready to go.
Green flag is out once again at Daytona.
Boy, Elliott gets a great start.
That may be trouble when the rest of these guys get up to speed and line up.
Yeah. Because you don't want to get too far ahead, because the rest of the guys can basically slingshot by you.
Right, all these guys behind him can have a lot of momentum. There's a bunch of those cars from Jimmy Johnson in the 48 back, but we'll see if he tries to make a pass. If he's got the momentum when he gets to Kurt Busch in the 2 car, well, he'll swing high and see if he's got friends go with him.
And that car in 4th spot, that green car you might not be familiar with, is Sterling Marlin. And speaking of Sterling Marlin, Dave has a story.
I got a story to tell you, BP. It's actually a good story about good tire wear for Sterling Marlin. Crew Chief Doug Randolph told me no issues with their tires when they came off. And in fact, near the end of the run is when Sterling really likes his race car. He says 20 laps on the tires, this thing can really pass on the outside line. Look for that late in today's race and maybe Sunday. Marty?
Dave, meantime, on Jimmy Johnson's pit stop, they were going to, quote, take a big swing at it. The car extremely tight on the first run for Jimmy, so they did wedge and track bar trying to loosen that car up, and it's getting exciting, guys.
It sure is. Jimmy Johnson in the middle of 3 wide. You know, Tommy Baldwin told us, the crew chief, oh my goodness, on the 38 car said the high line is not going to work. I thought Kurt Busch was going to take the lead on the outside.
Well, you know what? If he would have had somebody that would have helped him, he probably would have taken the lead. But he went up there, and nobody went with him except for Sterling. But it was too late when Sterling went high.
Less than 10 laps to go. The first of the 2 qualifying races this afternoon at Daytona. We were delayed by rain for an hour and 22 minutes, then had a brief red flag after 34 laps of this race.
Oh, look at the 99 is loose. Hang on, Carl.
Oh, boy, he did.
Looks like he's got something dragging on his right side of his car. Looks like he may have lost part of the valence there. See it?
That skirt back by the right rear tires was loose.
And that'll affect the handling a little bit on this car. Takes a little bit of the downforce away.
Looks like it took a whole lot away.
Yeah. Hang on. Oh, there's another guy back there getting loose. Who is that?
It's like Schrader.
Boy, Schrader went to the back in a hurry.
Hey, just an update on Bill Elliott. Remember when he dropped all the way to the back? Bill told me just before the race, the one thing they could not afford to do today was to bend up this race car. It's much better than their backup. He wanted this car in one piece. He never said anything on the team radio. I think he just wanted to ensure that it would stay in one piece.
Oh, someone hard into the wall on the front stretch.
Probably Chad Chapman.
Yep, that tire finally blew.
I'll say it did. Caution is out, field is frozen. You could hear it explode.
You weren't sure what it was because you actually ducked. Somebody after you.
Well, this is not what Kevin LePage and Mike Skinner wanted to see. A green-white checker finish to this thing.
With a lot of desperate guys right behind them who might stop.
Derek Cope, Larry Foyt.
Might.
Will stop.
I would be stopping if I was behind these two guys and I need to get in front of them. Definitely would be putting 4 tires on that car.
Okay, here's a wide shot.
What's happening here?
No, there's
Debris.
some debris all
Everybody-
over
oh, look at all the
now they're
crash.
running into each other.
Jarrett is around.
I think it was Sterling Marlin in the 14 car may have run into Jarrett, but everybody stopped because they saw the debris.
Heavy damage to Sterling. Allen?
Looks like just that. They were checked. The guys at the front of the pack started stepping on the brakes because of the metal debris in the middle of the track and not wanting to run over it. And by the time that chain reaction got 5 or 6 cars back, they were running into each other and spinning out.
Wow.
And
there's some of the debris on the track.
And see, when a car hits the wall that hard, you watch these guys start trying to dodge the debris. And Elliott Sadler, the leader, says, now which way do I go to avoid all this debris? Because I don't want to stop. I don't want a flat tire. And Sterling just runs right in the back of Jarrett.
Almost got Tony Stewart.
I don't understand that, because normally the spotters will tell the drivers, hey, stay low or stay high or do this or do that. They're the ones telling the drivers where the debris is. So I'm not sure why everybody was so spread out when they came to the debris field.
Tony to the grass.
On board the UPS Ford of Jarrett. Watch this go round and round.
And listen.
He just slowed down and then he gets rammed.
Watch your back, God!
Wow. And when those tires explode, I mean, that takes some sheet metal with it too.
It takes a sheet metal also when you see Chad Chaffin coming off, and that right front tire just explodes. But what happens when that car goes in the wall? The brake rotor is really the biggest culprit. The brake rotor explodes, and you get all that metal on the racetrack, and they will bump your tire in a second.
A green-white checkered finish. Green flag comes out, 1 lap, white flag comes out. Then the checkered flag after that. Elliott Sadler continues to lead. Kevin LePage, Mike Skinner, Derek Cope. 3 of the drivers racing or trying to race their way into the Daytona 500 did not stop. Bill Elliott did.
And they're bumper to bumper as they get the green flag to restart this, talking about LePage, Skinner, and Cope.
NASCAR makes 1 attempt to finish the race under green. This is that attempt. The first of the Gatorade Duels, heading for the checkered flag. Less than 2 laps to go.
There we see Cope in the 74 car. He now has the 23. Skinner is now second behind LePage. It doesn't matter if Skinner finishes there, he will be in.
White flag is out. Elliott Sadler is the race leader. These cars are trying to race their way into the Daytona 500. Kevin LePage in the 61.
LePage got by Skinner that lap. Skinner on the high side there. And Derek Cope sneaking up on the bottom there. 74 car.
And Bill Elliott in the 36. Elliott is already locked into the field, but can take a position if he can catch LePage or Skinner.
Oh, me. And all of a sudden, LePage looks like his car is going away. He gets by Skinner. And here comes Skinner back. And Garrett Cope right behind them.
Those guys trying to race their way into the Daytona 500.
Oh, look, Derek Cope's on the high side of Skinner.
Elliott
They're racing to the line. Contact. And Skinner beats him to the line.
By a fender.
And there was some rubbing and bumping there.
And there might be some more.
Wow, looks like, uh-oh.
Did Skinner get in?
Bill Elliott got by him.
Oh.
It's LePage and Elliott.
We got to go through inspection, okay? So you got to top it off with fuel. They're going to make you top it off, but let's get ready. They'll think.
Let's look at it again.
We were so busy watching Skinner, and
I forgot about Bill Elliott.
there you see Skinner on the bottom. You see.
That's Elliott on the left.
Ah, okay. You're right. We were watching Skinner and Cope, and then banging into each other.
And Bill Elliott, who already had a place in the starting field based on time, takes a position based on his finish.
That's right. So that means that Robbie Gordon can fall back on his time and will be in the Daytona 500 in the 7 car in the second race.
Pace car to pit road. For two guys, their dream is about to come true. 150 miles from now, we'll know who they are. Live on TNT, the green flag is out for the second qualifying race at Daytona. Take these cars about another half a lap to get up to full speed because they do run restrictor plates here at Daytona, just like Talladega.
I thought Bobby Labonte in that 43 car was going to lead the first lap of this qualifier.
That outside lane just won't go, will it, Ben?
No, it won't.
Labonte trying to nudge his way in front. Gordon comes right back. Jamie McMurray in the 26, Kyle Busch in the 5. You heard Alan talk about it. A lot of eyes on that 5 car in this race.
Just kind of seesaws back and forth. Low lane has an advantage, then the high line. See who can lead across the stripe this time. Oh, Jimmy Gordon.
Alan.
And Bill, just to further elaborate on something Jeff Gordon hinted at in our pre-race interview, Jeff told me he wants to keep the car in the first 5 or 6 spots on the racetrack. If he falls back to around 10th in line, that may make him a little uncomfortable, and you may see him drop a little bit further back. He does not want to bend this race car up by Sunday. Robbie was not guaranteed a starting spot because he had so many races he didn't finish, 9 engine failures, 5 wrecks last year. He needs to get this season off on the right foot, get into the top 35 in points so he doesn't have to sweat like this anymore for the rest of this year.
Oh, here comes Jeff Gordon down the middle. No, he's going to follow the 5 car and put Kyle Busch in front.
Those are
Go with his teammate.
That's right. And the 0-1 car, Joe Nemechek, uses Hendrick power. So 2 Hendrick Motorsports drivers in that high groove, followed by the 0-1 of Nemechek.
Marty, what are they saying about 43 car.
You know, he's happy, and we were talking earlier about he may have lost the handle. Bobby just got shuffled out of the draft. He said the car handling very well. In fact, he's commenting on everybody else's car, saying, man, that car's a little bit tight. He's kind of drifting up through the corners, but his car handling just fine right now.
He's a blast to listen to on the radio, too, isn't he, Marty?
Oh, he's a lot of fun, Bill, and he's like one of you guys. He's a booth commentator because he knows what's going on in the race. He's like Matt Kenseth is the same way. They understand what's going on in the race and kind of dissect it during the race themselves.
Did he say we knew what was going on during the race?
Unlike the booth guys.
I was talking about you. Not you, Wally. I meant the other booth guys. You're not really, I don't know what you are.
Thank you, Marty.
Marty got out of that just in time before he brought out the first caution.
We got smoke out of the 01 car. Joe Nemechek blows an engine.
We just broke a motor. Something just happened.
And remember, Ryan Vickers in the 25 car, another Hendrick car, had problems earlier in the week.
Pit lane's going to get busy now.
Boy, is it ever.
Perfect timing for these guys. Almost the exact same time of the caution in the first race. Hoping for a good run today. The field to pit road, we go to Matt.
The 26, McMurray, the first of the leaders to peel off. Now, he told crew chief Jimmy Finney the car is just getting tighter and tighter as we run. Do not be scared to make significant adjustments. That's what he did. Significant wedge and air pressure. Marty?
Bobby Labonte in the 4th position. Matt, they asked what changes he wanted with the car. Bobby paused for a moment and said, nothing. 4 tires, no chassis changes. Alan?
If you saw the shot of Kyle Busch in the top left box in the 5 car, he overshot that white line in front of his car. He had to back the car up inside the pit box before the service started. Lost him a lot of spots, Dave.
Dave Blaney very happy with his car. Not going to be happy with this pit stop. Trouble on the left rear will make him lose positions. Now he stalls and heads back out. They were making no chassis adjustments, but a big problem on the left rear for Dave Blaney.
Jeff Gordon leads the field to the green.
And Jeff has 3 Jack Roush cars directly behind him, the 26, 6, and 16.
I think they're going to make a move here on him, BP.
Well, they're trying, aren't they? Gosh, are they close.
Jamie McMurray in the 26, then Mark Martin, then Greg Biffle.
See how much that mirror is getting used in the 24 car here in a minute.
Mark wants McMurray to go. Mark's not going to wait.
I think they should have made that move a little bit earlier when they were still shifting.
Harvick trying to close in on Mike Wallace. You see him bottom out.
Robbie Gordon on the high side there in the 7 car, and he's going to go up. See who he decides to stay with.
Scott Riggs maintains his position in front of Mike Wallace. Trying to get on the inside of the 30.
Oh, car sideways right in
Blaney is around.
Wow, that was a good job of everybody missing that one.
Around, guys. Awesome job, Dave. That was an unbelievable save right there.
Well said.
Left rear tire is flat. And that's what he seems to think happened to the car.
Caution is out.
Left rear, right rear, but it blew one of them.
Watch Blaney in the 22.
Yep, left rear does look like it goes down.
Wow. Riggs, Mike Wallace both just barely get by.
What do you think their heart rate is right now? Riggs and Wallace. I'll tell you, drivers don't get enough credit for preventing big wrecks, but this Blaney with a great job here.
They're both Riggs, Mike Wallace did good jobs avoiding that wreck. Harvick as well.
Up front, Kyle Busch. On the inside,
Kyle Petty trying to get around Biffle.
2 Petty Enterprises cars in the top 10. Those guys all locked in. Check out the transfer spot. They are all bunched together right now.
And it's the Wallace brothers side by side for the last spot. Mike in 09, Kenny in 78 alongside.
Here's Terry Labonte in the 96 car, the high side of Kenny Wallace.
Less than 2 to go.
Riding with Terry.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Flag, get all you can, bud.
Robbie Gordon on the bottom. You got the 09 car, Mike Wallace, right next to his brother Kenny in the 78 car, tucked up behind 29 of Kevin Harvick.
And
there's Riggs on the bottom.
Coming to get the white flag.
Ooh, there's somebody sideways.
J.J. Yaley. Yellow is out before the white. Looks like Travis Kvapil went screaming down pit road. NASCAR won't appreciate that.
Well, they did say in the driver's meeting, if you have to take pit lane to avoid a wreck, just reduce your speed.
I think you forgot the second half of that.
Yeah.
Yaley to pit road. Nextel Cup rookie.
Well, there he is on the high side. He just comes down while the other cars were going up, and there was contact, and that's Stremme in the 40 car. Got sandwiched.
Now the field is frozen when the caution comes out.
Looks like Yaley actually came down on Stremme.
That's what it looks like, yes.
You can see the caution lights clearly out before they get the white. So we'll go green-white checkers.
Ooh, Kvapil got through that barely. May have some damage on the right side of his car.
There we see Scott Riggs and Mike Wallace nose to tail for that last spot in the Daytona 500. Neither of these cars has qualifying speed to fall back on.
Wallace in the 09, Riggs in the 10. And Kenny Wallace in the 78, the other player. Robbie Gordon in the 7 is locked in, but he can lock out one of these other racers by finishing in front of them.
Riggs has got to make something happen here pretty quick. If he's running out of time, he needs to get on the side of Mike Wallace somehow.
Last lap. Up front, Gordon continues to lead, Busch in second.
He has fresher tires than Mike Wallace. I don't know if it's going to make any difference or not. Here comes Kenny Wallace. The
oh, he turns him sideways. Oh, great save by Scott Riggs.
Dave.
Moments ago, Kenny Wallace radioed, I can't get to him. Then he got a big draw down the front straightaway, got all the way to the 10, got through the 10.
Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Up front, Jeff Gordon continues to lead. He brings the field to the checkered flag. Here's the race to get in the Daytona 500. Mike Wallace makes it. Scott Riggs will not. They're ready to climb out in victory lane.